guys, what's up? Welcome to Living Life Barefoot. If you are new here, my name is Mallory and I run a microgreens business. So my business has several different aspects of it. It's multifaceted. We've branched out in so many different ways, however you want to say it. But in today's video, I'm going to share with you something on the growing side of it. I had another microgreens farmer reach out to me when I had something on my social media about a micro arugula grow that I had done. And he had shared with me his method of growing the microgreen arugula and how wonderful of yields and results he was getting by using this method. So, of course, I was excited to try it in my business and experiment around with it. And I am like still mind blown from the results that I got from using this method. So, that being said, I would love to share it with you guys. Now, I don't know if it's something that I missed while I was learning about microgreens and growing them. And maybe you guys already are doing this method, but if not, if you're like me and you missed something along the way, I'm just happy to share it with you guys today. So today I'm actually going to plant some arugula with you. I have a small order this week that I need to plant for, and I actually am planting less than what I have been in the past just because this method has worked so well. So I'm excited to share it with you guys. I am outside right now enjoying this weather. It's so nice. It's hard for me to be inside, but I do have to go in the garage and measure some seeds, and that's where I have my planting station set up. But you know what? I think I'm going to bring it outside today because I want to soak up all this sun. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything moved out, get my seeds measured, and share with you this mind-blowing results that I got from this new method of growing my micro arugula. Pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and measure some seeds out with you really quickly. I measure my seeds in grams. So get my scale here, and I keep my seeds stored in these bins. Makes it really handy and easy. And I'm going to go ahead and measure out 20 grams of the seed per 10 by 20 tray. Now you don't have to be exact, but for some reason I feel like I need to be. So just if you get around 20 grams, I've found that that is a good measurement for me. I used to actually only measure 15 grams and I've gone up to 20. So just play around with that. This is the most incredible part of this. In the past, when I was measuring my seeds for this same order, I was growing 5 trays of the microgreen arugula for this order. And when I tried this new method, on harvest day, the amount of yield that I got was just mind-blowing. I am literally cutting my trays that I'm growing in half. So I was growing 5 trays and I only needed 2.5 trays to fill my order. I mean, that is pretty stinking good. I mean, definitely worth sharing. This is exactly why I wanted to do this video. Now, I will note I'm actually going to plant 3 trays, 3 10 by 20 trays, because one good thing that I always like to do is kind of have a buffer. Always plant a little bit extra just in case something happens. You just never know. So that's just a good practice to have in your business. But I do know that I only need 2 10 by 20 trays and an actual half tray or a 10 by 10 tray to fill my order. When I was doing 5, and actually when I first started, I was doing 6 trays, I believe. And I would have to use all 6 of those. I had a little extra left, but I had to use all of those trays to fill my order. So my microgreen arugula tended to be more short and stubby. almost like the growth was stunted, and I was always trying to find a way to get them reaching a little bit taller, more days in blackout before I would introduce it to light. And I still wasn't happy with, you know, the yields that I was getting, but this is hands down the way I'm doing it from now on. All right, I promise I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna share with you a little shift that I made in growing my microgreen arugula. But let's go plant these really quickly. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fill my 10 by 20 trays with my soil, and real quick, these feed scoops, one full scoop of this fits into a 10 by 20 tray, so I highly recommend going and grabbing one of these. It's very handy. The soil I use is Sun Grow. Just like that. So I'm going to fill my trays, and then I will try to evenly disperse the soil in the tray as much as I can. I like to have a nice even surface so that the microgreens can germinate all evenly and I don't have any issues during germination. You don't want one side being held up or dips in your soil. You want the microgreens to grow up nice and even. The next thing that I use is a soil press, and I really don't know where you can purchase these at all. My husband made this for me. It fits perfectly in the 10 by 20 trays. So if you have a handyman, have him make you one of these soil presses. Another option is just to grab the solid tray on bottom and put it on top and press down. That works too, but I love this thing. Works really awesome. So again, I just try to press it down as even as I can. Just like that, and it's ready to go. I'm gonna mist these trays with water. I'm gonna go grab my seeds and I'll be right back. You always want to double check that your nozzle is set on the mist setting. There's so many times that it was on jet and like my soil just went blowing everywhere, so make sure you double check that. Okay, I've sprayed enough water in the trays, but not so much that the soil is just standing in water. Now I'm gonna go ahead and seed my trays with the microgreen arugula. I like to, you know, just spread it out as even as you can. You don't want a bunch of your seeds clumped up together. So I just like to make a few passes, different directions, to get it evenly dispersed here as much as I can. Huh? Okay, now that I've seeded my trays, I'm gonna go ahead and mist it with water one more time. Everything that you've seen so far is exactly the way I plant my microgreens. I haven't changed anything just yet. This is where I give you the goods. This is where it changes just a little bit. At this point, I would take a solid black tray and I would set it on top of my trays that were planted. And then I would place blocks on top. So I would place these on top, right? For 4 days. This is where the change happens. I am gonna take these trays and I'm actually just gonna dome them over for the next 4 days. So it will still germinate for 4 days, but I'm not adding any weight. Completely mind blown. The results that I got from this. And so I'm gonna leave it like this for 4 days. One other thing that's a little bit different during this germination stage for the 4 days is I will probably check on it daily. I'll lift it up and see if I need to mist it with some water. Not too big of a difference, not too much extra work that I have to do. It's actually one step less. I don't have to pick up the weight and put it on top. But the results are incredible. I am going to continue to grow my microgreen arugula like this every single time. And I know I don't have a tray to show you the results because I will still grow this out for 14 days. Possibly a little less, maybe 13, 14 days, because it does get so big and so full that I could potentially harvest it in a shorter length of time as well. So I'll just play around with that. Share with you my results on my yield day. It's incredible. I went from planting 5 and 6 trays to fill the same order down to really 2.5 with an extra half tray as a buffer just in case something happens. It's incredible. I'm so excited that someone shared this with me. I'm very happy to share it with you guys. I hope you try it. If you're a microgreens farmer and if you're gonna try this method, please comment below. You're gonna give it a try, and then also come back to the comments after you tried it and let me know your ending results. I guarantee you're gonna have way better yields and you're gonna be super happy with your micro-arugula grow after trying this. Micro-arugula is such a hard one to kind of get dialed in. It doesn't like a lot of water and it's kind of finicky. So at least I always thought it was. I always thought it was just a shorter variety, and that's just the way it was until I tried this. So I hope you guys tried it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you're not already, and like and share our videos. So we will see you on the next video.